Good evening, folks. Hope everybody's doing good. Hopefully, everybody can hear me on this. We're testing out my mixer with the new computer to see if it's going to start screeching and screaming and everything else. So that's why I'm on tonight and talk a little bit about some of the craziness that's happened over the last week. I can modulate my voice a lot better with this if it's going to work. So we'll see if it's going to play out. If I can check out Facebook real quick. Sure that it's actually working. Down. Streaming. Looks like it's working okay. So hopefully when you guys chime in, you guys can let me know how the sound is. Um, hopefully I can see everything that's going on over here. Hold on a second. I gotta out of there so I don't hear myself talking. But hopefully everything is kosher. Um, let me know if you see anything or hear anything weird. Um, yeah, it's things have been kind of strange here, like the last I don't know 4 or 5 days. Actually, it's been weird this whole year with Kamala, Kamala, with her running and basically getting installed as the Democratic candidate. And of course, you know Trump is going to be Trump. He's going to do everything he can do. And now we basically had 3 attempts on Trump's life. It sounds like with explosives being found at his last rally. Um, the second guy was found before he ever made a shot. First guy, of course, nicked his ear. And we're starting to see the results of that. It looks like New York may flip. I've been kind of watching the numbers and things, and New York may flip. Wouldn't that be fun? I think that'd be awesome, actually. I think it would be something that would be uh, extremely unprecedented. And if New York can flip, I would assume California can flip too, but I'm not going to hold my breath there. Yeah. Looks like my streaming is excellent. My numbers are high, so the computer is doing its job. Hopefully, everybody out there is doing well. Check my time here. Got to kind of check Facebook, see if I've got anybody watching. Okay. So I can watch the comments also. But no, you know, if Trump does lose or he does win, you know, how crazy are they going to go? That's my next question. Is you know, if he does end up getting in there and you know we end up getting our way, what's going to be the next step? You got 2 scenarios you got to look at here. You know, if he wins, you know, obviously we're going to be happy and things are going to be different in Washington. But if he loses, what can we expect? I think as far as what to expect, I think we're looking for a lot of major issues. So, um, and there's not just our election. There's a lot of other stuff going on overseas, obviously with the pager bombings and now cell phone bombings and radio bombings um, over in Lebanon. That's I personally kind of find that funny that 80s technology kind of came back and kicked them in the ass. 80s and 90s technology. First, it was beepers for pagers, and then it went to radios and I guess cell phones. And there'd been reports where cell phones were blowing up on the shelves in cell phone stores. So, you know, was this a supply chain hack, or did they figure out how to do something else, or exactly what happened? What did the Israelis figure out that they could do? Um, I personally kind of find it comical. Not that people are losing their lives, but a matter of who it is that's getting hurt. Now, with that being said, there have been some that have been hurt that are like kids. You know, people in the near proximity of the devices, but is what it is. And forgive me, I'm kind of out of practice doing this stuff, so if I wander around a little bit, that's why. Um, Mike Clark is on watching. Um, that's good to see Mike. Mike, tag other people so they can come to the video if you can, please. Like pause there. Watch, I got another video on, and the video stream kind of stopped there. So I was kind of wondering. But yeah, I'm a little bit out of practice, so I'm going to try and get back into doing this stuff a little more often. Trying to leave some of the bells and whistles off that I used to have. Kind of talk. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some other people on eventually, and start doing some more general patriotic conversations back and forth. So if you're interested, make sure you hit me up. You can just tag somebody in the comments, Mike. Real easy. It's not hard to do. You just type in their name and see if their name pops up. It's not hard. You don't have to tag them in the video. You just tag them in the comments. I'll come over and they'll see the video. Just did. Okay. Well, good. Hopefully the people will see this. So I'm not going to bring their names up. I'm not going to say who said this. Yeah, Mike, I hear you. But I did get hit. I got tagged actually in the video, which with the tag and everything's been taken down. But I got accused, and again, I'm not going to mention who it is because it's their opinion. They can have it. I don't really care. But I got accused of basically ditching California a few years ago when we moved up to Alaska. That we bailed, and that's not the case at all. This country is a free country, and I'm making the best out of it for my life and my wife's life, and I didn't bail on anybody. I left California to make my life better, and that's happened. And the one thing that I would like to say to those that are still in California, I do still pray about you guys out there and all the crap that you guys have to go through. It's a shame that you guys have to live in such a beautiful state with such retarded politicians. And I did what I think I could do at the time. And, I did a lot of good things. I met a lot of great people and had a lot of fun. But at the same time, there's no way I could afford to buy a house out there. No way. Not on what we were making. Cost of living is just entirely too stupid for someone that is middle class, honestly. Just no way I could buy a house. And that's ultimately what we were looking at doing. And I left because the deal that I made to get out of California included a down payment on a house and some good perks and stuff up in Alaska. And we were there for a little over 4 years and made the best of it up there. And I found a good job down here in Kentucky again, and we're happy. And that's the whole thing. Is life is a progression. Yeah, Mike, I hear you. Life is a progression, and if you're not willing to continually move forward, then what's the point? And I did the best that I could do out in California. It was a passion of mine to do what we could do, but at the same time, I think everybody out there got pretty tired. I mean, look at all the stuff that they did to us. They removed our Facebook pages. They did so much damage to the Patriot community, and unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot we could do about it. There was some things we could do, but if we would have done them, then we probably wouldn't be free citizens anymore. So And honestly, it's not worth it. Now, that being said, that time may come soon. Um, Depends on what happens in November. Now, I'm not saying that that's the answer, but that may be the answer very soon. So we're gonna have to really pay attention and watch your surroundings because things are getting more and more dangerous every day. All the illegal immigration and all that kind of stuff that's been pouring over our borders. We're gonna have to make sure that we watch each other's backs for one. I know a lot of people that have moved out here to the Midwest, whether it be Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, a lot of good places that have good cover, good weather to live in. For um, you know, there's a I think it's the one of the best places for survival. California, it's good. I know some people out there that are okay in California, but at the same time, you know, at least I can drive where I want to go. I can do it in mostly a day. We drove out to Colorado, a high school reunion for me, and we did it in a day. It was a freaking 15-hour drive, but we still did it. Yeah, Mike. You know that's in my heart. That's what I feel. But you know what? At the same time, I understand their feeling like they got deserted, and that's not what we were intending to do at all. We were intending to better our lives and make a better life for ourselves, and we did exactly that. You know, we went up to Alaska and we got up there in like June, and by October, I was in a house. And kind of the same thing here. Within a year of us moving here, we bought a house. So you know, I got to go where opportunity knocks. You know, and the kind of business that I'm in, um, I'm very been very fortunate the last couple jobs that I've had pretty good ownership, and you know they gave me what I was asking. So the job I'm at now, though, I kind of find it. I kind of think that it's my retirement job, and not that I'm going to retire, but um, it's a place I can see myself retiring. The place is already in good shape. It's not. It hasn't been run down. It hasn't had neglectful mechanics behind in front of me. It's had a good staff the entire time it's been built, and it's been taken care of. So you know, it's kind of like I want to say like cruise control. There's still a lot of work there, but it's yeah, Mike, they do, unfortunately. Um, but you know, at the same time, that kind of gives us a chance to have some good conversations as to why that happens. You know, somebody gets upset. The thing was is again, I'm not going to mention who said it or anything, but they posted a video of me speaking at an event, and in the same video, they basically said that I deserted them or know, split and cut bait or whatever. I don't know what exactly what the words were, but that's not at all what I was doing. Um, and it's been subsequently taken down, and I'm glad it was because you know I don't ever blame anybody. You know, if I got an employee that wants to quit and go to get a better job and better themselves, I am all for it. Any of my friends that you know quit what they're doing and better themselves, I'm all for it. That's the whole point of life. We lead there's a progression in life. When you're young, you get a menial job, then as you get older and you gain experience, you get a better job, and it just continues to keep going like that until you can earn a living to where you can stay on your feet and do the things that you're going to do. And sometimes it takes a while. I've been doing the same kind of work for 35 years, and I'm only 48 years old. So what time, you know, I started when I was 13 years old. I'm one of the better ones in the country at doing what it is I do, and you know I can luckily pretty much pick up a phone anytime I want to, and if I decide I want to leave the state for any reason, and I want to find a you know give another state a chance, I can do that. I don't see myself doing that now. I feel like I'm home. The house we bought is a very nice house. Angela's happy with her job, so I don't see us moving away from here. There's good patriotic Americans here in Mount Washington, the town that I live in, and I mean you go out on a holiday and there's flags everywhere, and I mean up and down the streets. You know they celebrate America. They don't complain about it. And that being said, now there are some that live here that you know would cringe if they see an American flag, but for the most part, we're outside the city of Louisville, so we're more of a small town feel. I think the last time I looked at the population, it was 13,000, which is not bad. I mean, it's you know it's not a major city by any means, but it's a good little community, and I'm on one of the community pages, and we talk and stuff all the time on there. And my neighbors are good and they're friendly, and uh, haven't had a bad neighbor yet. They're all retired here, so they're home most of the time, so they can kind of keep an eye on everything while we're at work. And I'm happy. I'm pleased. You know, I'm not in immediate danger. I'm not, I'm not hanging out in the city and gonna get shot up, and I don't have to be on constant guard every time I blink. Can't say that in some places in California. That's for sure. Um, I actually can't say that for in some places in Alaska, honestly. So I do want to get more involved in the election process here because they do it quite a bit different in Kentucky than they did it in Alaska. So I got to familiarize myself with that. There's a lot of stuff going on. Who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll run for something here. I can't see it like right now, but you never know. I actually got contacted by city, uh, one of the city uh, council members, I guess, the other day, and messaging back and forth. She's not a member; she's running for office there. So, um, eventually, I'm going to go down to a city council meeting, sit in on it, see how the process works here, and go from there. But with it being such a small community, it'd be definitely easier to get the word out on who I am and what I stand for, and hopefully make the city a better place. That's the one thing that's nice about these city Facebook forums is I can get on them and kind of get to know some of the people in the city, and you know uh, hopefully eventually meet off in person rather than online. And we have farmers markets here and all that kind of stuff. We've been going to garage sales, and we picked up some stuff last weekend, and I'm meeting some of the business owners and that kind of stuff, which is good. Takes a while. What happened? What happened? Old stream. All right, I was looking at my phone on Facebook, and I went to the last stream that I did for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Still trying to get used to having a stream that actually runs fast. Um, that's the one thing here is the internet's a little bit slower than it was in Alaska. And up there, I had my connection was like a T1. This one here is a little slower than that, but it seems to be holding up pretty good. So, um, anyway, I just wanted to come on, and I'm testing my mixer out. I'm going to go back and listen to the audio and see how the audio was. See if it started screaming, hollering, or anything. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Um, you know what? I hope you get a chance to come out this way, Mike. If nothing else, you can come out and visit me and Dan. Dan's just south of me, and do some fishing and hunting, things like that. Uh, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Um, again, the whole point of us leaving was not to desert anybody or bail or anything like that. It was to better our lives. We seen an opportunity that made sense, and we took it. You can't blame us for trying to get out of California and actually doing something productive. Remember, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Unfortunately, with California being a super majority of retards and evil people, going to be very difficult for any kind of honest elections to happen out there. So, anyway, folks, I'm out. I just wanted to test this out real quick and see how it was going to work. It looks like everything's working like it should. And I'm going to get off and make sure that that's not, okay, that's not a good deal. All right. Well, you guys have a great Thursday evening. It is a little after 10 o'clock my time. Oh, no, not quite. Almost 10 o'clock. You know, we're gonna about time for bed for my ass. I get up at the butt crack of dawn now. I'm going to work in the dark, and here soon I'll be coming home in the dark, I think. But I enjoy the work. I enjoy my crew. You know, I've got some crew that damn good. Got some that are okay. And then I've got some that, well, you know, they fill the gaps. So anyway, I'm out. You guys take it easy. I know that there's some events going on around the nation. Make sure if you go to any of them that you keep your heads on a swivel, keep your eyes moving. Don't just expect it's going to be peaceful, because we're getting to that season. We got what, 2 months, a little under 2 months before the election. So make sure you take care of yourselves. Remember what I said in the last video. It's better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6. So, you know, if you're in a state that doesn't necessarily allow concealed carry, what's better? What's better, to be carried by 6 or tried by 12? I know what my answer would be on that. So, you guys, peace out. Have a good one. Love you all. Catch you next time.